Hare Krishna, dear devotees. It's so nice to be with you all today. Thank you. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my prostrated obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. When I was younger, I had a casual approach to old age. I foolishly thought then that I would have the physical and mental capacity of my youth, but would just be wiser in an older body. I see now how wrong I was, and it makes me even more appreciative, grateful, and in awe of what you did as an elderly man. What you accomplished throughout your life, and especially after the age of 69, is staggering. Overcoming apparent insurmountable obstacles, old age, poor health, lack of facility, funds and support, stolen manuscripts, to name a few. With a humble mood, giving all credit to Krishna and your Guru Maharaj, and even your fledgling disciples, you conquered the minds and hearts of the most fallen. This year, we visited the newly restored Bhaktivinoda San at No. 1 Altadanga Junction Road, the place where Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur started the Gaudiya Math, and where, at the behest of some friends, you met your Guru Maharaj for the first time. Walking up the same stairs you climbed in 1922 to the rooftop darshan area, and seeing the dioramas of your Guru Maharaj, along with disciples and guests, yourself included, made a lasting impression on me. It's as if that pastime is still going on. I was drawn in as never before and could feel the transcendental atmosphere. Spending a little extended time in Jagannath Puri, Calcutta, and Mayapur this year, I gained a deeper appreciation for the extremely rare gift of becoming a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And to you, among other things, I am most grateful for that. I've been lately thinking of your position as founder Acharya of ISKCON. I'm concerned that as your disciples grow old and pass away, the next generations may not understand your position and so begin to minimize your position. In the booklet titled Founder Acharya by His Grace Rabindra Swarup Prabhu, he writes, "The phrase Founder Acharya is not just a title, but a transcendental system intended to protect, preserve, and give longevity to an institution dedicated to the mass liberation of conditioned souls all over the world and in the dark, abysmal age of Kali. Srila Prabhupada, as founder Acharya, you hold a unique position in ISKCON. In ISKCON, you will remain present generation after generation as the single prominent Siksha Guru, intrinsic in the life of each and every ISKCON devotee, an actively guiding and directing presence. You have said that ISKCON is your body, and as such, you are the soul of ISKCON. I have hard knots in my heart to overcome, and I know that I am incapable of untangling them on my own. When I reflect on my many shortcomings and feel discouraged by my lack of sincerity and weakness of heart, I take solace in knowing that I must still have your mercy because I'm still able to chant the holy name. I still have the association of the Vaishnavas and some service. My fervent prayer is to become of some meaningful service to you, for you to use me as you see fit in your service to your Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. I know it's impossible to begin to repay the debt that I owe you, Srila Prabhupada, but if you will allow me, I will gladly spend all of eternity as the servant of your servant. Please continue to give me your shelter, and please guide and empower me so that I may be an instrument in your Sankirtan army. Thank you for considering my request. Your eternally grateful and undeserving daughter, Nirākulā Devi Dāsi.
Thank you so much, Nirākulā. So I'm going to read an offering that was written for Silicon Valley. That is, ISKCON of Silicon Valley. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. We are gathered at ISKCON of Silicon Valley to remember your glories on your divine appearance day. The Srimad Bhagavatam states that by serving great souls, one develops an affinity for hearing about Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita 9:13, Krishna says that a great soul is one who has taken full shelter of him. Your exclusive dependence on Krishna is legendary and especially evident in your prayers aboard the Jaladuta. While on your voyage to America, apparently alone and without resources, you humbly prayed to the Lord that he may empower you to fulfill the orders of your Guru to spread Krishna consciousness in the Western world. Quote, how will I make them understand this message of Krishna consciousness? I am very unfortunate, unqualified, and the most fallen. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them, for I am powerless to do so on my own. Somehow or other, O Lord, you have brought me here to speak about you. Now, my Lord, it is up to you to make me a success or failure as you like. O spiritual master of all the worlds, I can simply repeat your message. So if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. Only by your causeless mercy will my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their hearts, they will certainly feel engladdened and thus become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life. O Lord, I am just like a puppet in your hands. So if you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance, make me dance. O Lord, make me dance as you like. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. I have been designated as Bhaktivedanta, and now, if you like, you can fulfill the real purport of Bhaktivedanta. Signed, the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, on board the ship Jaladuta, Commonwealth Pier, Boston, Massachusetts, USA, dated 18th of September, 1965. The Lord answered your prayers, and your mission was a success. In your success, you have given us, the recipients of your mercy, service. Your special mercy to us is your instruction to spread the Sankirtan movement, which the personified Vedas say is the Lord's most glorious pastime. That is, his deliverance of the conditioned souls from the material world. And at Gita 1869, Krishna says that there is no servant in this world dearer to him than one who imparts his teachings to others. You've not only taught us how to practically follow Lord Chaitanya's teachings, but you've also shown us how we may bring others to the path. Distributing your books, for example, is in various languages of the world, is a practical way to give Krishna's teachings to people in every town and village. You also introduce deity worship so that people who enter our temple, even in the dead center of Silicon Valley, may feel relief from the pangs arising from their ongoing material struggles. In your purport at Srimad Bhagavatam 3:25-36, you write, when one is trained to become Krishna conscious, when one is trained to become conscious of his position, he understands that he is the servitor of the Lord. Brahman refers to a state of self-realization. But the third-class devotee, who is not advanced in knowledge of the absolute truth, but simply offers obeisances with great devotion, thinks of the Lord, sees the Lord in the temple, and brings forth flowers and fruits to offer to the deity, becomes imperceptibly liberated. Shraddhayanvita. With great devotion, the devotees offer worshipful respects and paraphernalia to the deity. The deities of Radha and Krishna, Lakshmi and Narayan, and Rama and Sita are very attractive to devotees. So much so that when they see the statue decorated in the temple of the Lord, they become fully absorbed in thought of the Lord. That is the state of liberation. In other words, it is confirmed herewith that even a third-class devotee is in the transcendental position, above those who are trying for liberation by speculation or by other methods. Even great impersonalists like Shukadeva Goswami and the four Kumars were attracted by the beauty of the deities in the temple, by the decorations, and by the aroma of tulsi offered to the Lord. And they became devotees. Even though they were in the liberated state, instead of remaining impersonalists, they were attracted by the beauty of the Lord and became devotees. Unquote. You've given us these services and more. In a room conversation in Bombay in 1976, you tell how your success came from accepting the services given to you by your guru. Quote, because this is my life and soul according to the order of my Guru Maharaj, and by his grace, the spreading of the Sankirtan movement, it is to some extent successful. And I took it seriously, and I take it seriously still now. That is my life and soul. Unquote. You also give the details of how this mercy unfolded in your life as you persevered in following your Guru Maharaj's instruction. Quote, I was manager in a big chemical factory. I started my own factory. The business was very successful, but everything was dismantled. I was forced to come to this position to carry out my order of my Guru Maharaj. I executed his order at the age of 70 years, not at the age of 25. So actually, I wasted so much time. I can understand that. From 20, the message was there when I was 25 years old, but I began at the age of 70 years. But I did not forget the message. Otherwise, how could I do? That is a fact. I was simply finding out the opportunity how to do it. So anyway, although I began very late, at the age of 70 years, so by the help of my disciples, this movement is gaining ground and is spreading all over the world. So therefore, I have to thank you. It is all due to you. It is not my credit, but it is your credit that you are helping me in executing the order of my Guru Maharaj. Unquote. Anyone can see by your example how by following the divine order, the instructions received through disciplic succession, one may perform wonders in the service of Lord Chaitanya. In your purport at Srimad Bhagavatam 2:9-34, you explain how this order of the Lord, carried through disciplic succession, is so potent that by adhering to it, one will come face to face with the Lord. Quote, according to the Padma Purana, within the material compass, there are innumerable material universes, and all of them are full of darkness. Any living being beginning from the Brahmas, there are innumerable Brahmas in innumerable universes, to the insignificant ant, are all born in darkness, and they require factual light from the Lord to see him directly, just as the sun can be seen only by the direct light of the sun. No lamp or man-made torchlight, however powerful it may be, can help one see the sun. The sun reveals itself. Therefore, the action of different energies of the Lord or the personality of God in himself can be realized by the light manifested by the causeless mercy of the Lord. The impersonalists say that God cannot be seen. God can be seen by the light of God and not by man-made speculations. Here this light is specifically mentioned as vidyāt, which is an order by the Lord to Brahma. This direct order of the Lord is a manifestation of his internal energy. And this particular energy is the means of seeing the Lord face to face. Not only Brahma, but anyone who may be graced by the Lord to see such merciful, direct internal energy can also realize the personality of Godhead without any mental speculation. Unquote. Amazingly, a conditioned soul may not only be saved from the material world by following the order of the Lord, they will also come to see the Lord face to face. With your guidance, we have received many potent instructions. For example, in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita 7:128, Lord Chaitanya gives the following order to Kurma Brahmana. Jari dako tare kaha Krishnu Padesh Amagnaya Guru Hanatar Adesh. Instruct everyone to follow the orders of Lord Sri Krishna as they are given in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master and try to liberate everyone in this land. You have repeatedly offered us the opportunity to take up this order. At Srimad Bhagavatam 10:1653, the Nagapatnis give more evidence of the power of following the orders of the Lord when they pray to Krishna that they may fully accept his instructions. Videhi te kinkarinam anushyenam tavagnaya. Now please tell us, your maidservants, what we should do. Then they say that anyone who accepts Krishna's order automatically becomes freed from fear. Yachchadhayanushtitan vai muchite sarvato bayat. Certainly, anyone who faithfully executes your order, this is still the Nagapatnis, is automatically freed from all fear. In this verse, agnaya means by the command. In other words, when one accepts the command of the Lord, that was unquote after fear. In this verse, agnaya means by the command. In other words, when one accepts the command of the Lord, they become fearless. In this connection, it is noteworthy that the AC in your name, AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda, means fearless. How could you not be fearless when you are a perfect follower of Krishna's commands? We aspire to similarly follow your instructions so we may become fearless. Vyāsa-pūjā Day is a day to remember how fortunate we are to have your association through your books, your lectures, your followers, and by following your orders. In fact, even a beleaguered soul floating in the ocean of the material world can be saved by grabbing onto your instructions. We, the devotees at ISKCON of Silicon Valley, pray, therefore, to adhere to your instructions by working together to carry on your movement. By the potency of your instructions, we are certain of our success. Om Tat Sat.